Hello there. Today's video, I'm deciding to do a mail time kind of video where I have the last of my February pickups that I have. And I know I actually got a lot more in this month than I thought I would, because I thought this whole month would be pretty quiet. But I was able to get out and do stuff. And go to stores, which has been fantastic. So I got some other stuff that got delivered in. I also picked up a few things from my vacation last week, which that was the first vacation I've taken in over a year and a half, I want to say, like official one. And yeah, it was really good to do that and reset my brain and not care about or having to worry about and stress about work, because it gets that way. It's pretty annoying. So yeah, I wanted to do this video because this stack has been piling up for like a little bit of time. But yeah, here we go. Okay, so my first package here I got from Best Buy, and I'm pretty sure I know what this one is, because it just released a couple of days ago, and I see people playing it already, and I'm getting super excited because it is another iteration of the fantastic Persona series. Haha! So Scramble came out in Japan a while ago. Persona Scramble. Oh man! And if you haven't seen the steelbook that comes with it, I got the PlayStation 4 version, but this is also available for the Nintendo Switch. I want to freaking open this. This looks fantastic. So if you pre-ordered it with Best Buy, you got the steelbook. I think it's the only place to get a steelbook, really. And man, that looks sick. Oh, that's cool. There is the steelbook with Joker right there, and Anne. Inside is Morgana. That is so sick. I'm glad I got the PlayStation 4 version. I like Nintendo Switch steelbooks too, but since I have the majority of my Persona collection on my PlayStation, I'd rather have it on here. So this is cool. Comes with bonus content, apparently. See that again. So yeah, Scramble isn't in the traditional like RPG sense that Persona is normally known for, but as like a side mission kind of thing. Like, people love these characters, as do I, and I can't wait to explore more of this alternate reality Tokyo, which they always have. So yeah, I'm gonna put this aside over here. Okay, I got another package from Limited Run Games. Oh, I know what this one is too. Shoot. I've been waiting for this one for quite some time, since it was announced. And I don't know if people find this game relevant anymore, but we'll see. Alright, so we got here Ooh La La on the front. This is Space Channel 5 VR for the PlayStation 4. This is the special edition. I've been getting a lot of the back orders of my Limited Run Games LEs, so I'm so happy that Limited Run Games has been able to figure out the whole COVID situation and been able to deliver us like fantastic titles like this. I'll do an unboxing of this in another video, as well as I think I'm gonna unbox either Yakuza 6 or the Outer Wilds, because those things are fantastic. Although the Outer Wilds right now, this Limited Run LE, that one's getting really good pricing right now, so I might keep it fresh. I haven't decided, so we'll see. But this is cool. I'm gonna keep it like not right there, but for the time being, that's where it's gonna be at. Oh, and they included the Shenmue 3 zine thing too. That's neat. So I have 2 of these now. Sick. Thank you. So I'll keep one nice and minty fresh, and I also got the card with Ooh La La on the front. That's pretty snazzy. Sweet. I'm gonna keep this safe because I don't have a card protector right now for it. So I'll keep that right there. I'm gonna put this right here. It's kind of stupid. So that's my Limited Run Games purchase. Okay. I went to Lake Tahoe for like 2-3 days. Not even 3 days. It was like 2 days. And just because I wanted to get away from the Bay Area, and I was able to find a retro game store, or like a GameStop kind of store over there. It's a fantastic store. I met the owner of the store while I was there, and it is called, yeah. So as I was saying, I met the one of the owners of the store. His name is Nick Alexander, and the store is called the Warp Zone in South Lake Tahoe. They have a whole their store is just full of like junk that people wanted to get rid of around the area. And since it's like a really, like, how do you say that? It's like a highly, like, not affluent, but like a richer kind of area, like South Lake Tahoe, that like there's some really good finds in there. And so they're the only location, like gaming location, within like 40 miles or something like that. So they have a really good spot. So I met Nick. He was a really nice guy. He kind of hooked me up because he knew that I was a collector and looking for things. I told him I'm from the Bay Area, and I was, I don't find a lot of the things commonly that were in his store here in the Bay Area, because like there's a lot of collectors here, and normally they gobble up everything up on Facebook Marketplace, on GameStop, whatever, all the time. And there's a lot more population here than there is in South Lake Tahoe. So commonly there's more like collectors and gamers. So yeah, I was fortunate enough to do that on my downtime while on my vacation. I also picked up a few things, so I kind of went like on a big run here. So let me put everything on the table here. So at the same time, while showcasing these things, I'm going to decon them, because I've left the bag alone for probably about a week, just to make sure it just sits there and there's no activity with it. But I'm still gonna like wipe them down, even though they're probably safe. But I do that with all my games anyway, just because they like used games are always not in the best condition sometimes. Like they're grimy from kids' fingers and like dirty, and it's gross. So I tend to just wash them right away. But since we're under these COVID rules, yeah, I decided to wait. Okay, so the first game I got here is the Gran Turismo 1 for the PlayStation 1 Greatest Hits collection. I'm currently, right now, trying to have in my collection all the Gran Turismos and all the Forzas. And I'm pretty much, with these, with this game, and this other one that I have, Gran Turismo 2, I'm pretty much caught up on Gran Turismo, with the exception of Gran Turismo 3. On the Forza side, I still need Forza Horizon 4 and Forza 6. I've been playing Forza Horizon 4 for like a year now, because it's on Game Pass and it's fucking awesome. I love that game, and I'm surprised how much I would love driving around in England. It's not the most exciting sounding of places, but it's actually really fun, and so I'm having fun in there. And on this side, that's so odd. That is so weird. Was it always like this? What the heck? Maybe this is how someone like just had it. That's odd. Anyway, so yeah, this thing comes with like a manual and everything, which is nice. I think I got this for $5, which is awesome. What else is there? So yeah, I'm gonna strip all these stupid numbers off of it, all these pricing stickers. In the last video I made, pickups video that I made, I had Gran Turismo 4 there, which was just great. That's my favorite Gran Turismo. It's definitely the one I put the most hours inside of, and I can't wait for the PlayStation 5 version of the Gran Turismo series to come out. Gran Turismo, I think it's going to be called Gran Turismo 7. Because Gran Turismo Sport came out for the PlayStation 4, and there wasn't like an official Gran Turismo release, because honestly, Gran Turismo Sport was cool, but it just felt like an upgrade to Gran Turismo 6, which was the last Gran Turismo on the PlayStation 3. I'm really hoping that they could like bring it together and do some decent stuff. Actually, that's what it is. Okay, so this is a double CD case, but so it comes in here. There's Gran Turismo 1. This is the NTSC version, the North American version. On the inside, tucked away against the manual, there was this. So I was like, where is this from? Why is there a second CD to this? And so it's a PAL version of Gran Turismo, which is neat. So now I have like what do you call it? 2 territories for this game now. That's neat. Sweet. Because like I was trying to put it in here, and there's no like CD holder in there. So I was like, what the hell is this extra disc for? So whatever. Cool. All right, Gran Turismo 1, good and ready. Gran Turismo 2 is right here. So I played a lot of this one. I think, let's see, I think in order of like play hours for Gran Turismo series, I think I put the most into 4, and then 3, and then 2. 2 was really fun because my buddy, when he had his PlayStation, we played Gran Turismo all night. We had all the cheat codes for the game, so you could play like the fastest car in the game, which was the Toyota, or was it the Suzuki All-Terrain? Something like that. And I remember you could just blow through the game with that one car, because it was so souped up. Especially in like rally stages, it was really fun to play with. But now, it's really hard to play the Gran Turismo series nowadays because the design and the physics model for some of the older titles is kind of outdated. It's very outdated, actually. The physics engine in the Forza series is actually better, especially in the first game compared to like Forza Motorsport 1 compared to Gran Turismo 3. They're pretty close, but they kept. Yeah, there you go. No, this one doesn't have a manual in there, but whatever. I wanted to get these super cheap so then I could just have them in my collection. So yeah, the physics model wasn't close in. Sorry, the physics model in Gran Turismo 3 and Forza 1 was pretty similar. I mean, not really, but like they were gameplay enough. It was pretty similar to the point where like you wouldn't care too much. But after a while, Forza kind of ran with it, and they had a better physics model and a better handling model for cars that exists until this day. Gran Turismo still feels kind of weird and floaty. I don't know what it is about it, but it looks like when you're playing the game, the car is normally in the center of the screen, right? And so when you're playing a Gran Turismo title, it feels like everything is rotating around that car when you race. Whereas in Forza, you feel like you're in direct control of the car when it sways and everything, and when you turn. So you get a better feeling of the sense of speed and grip that your car has. It's very nuanced, but you could tell the difference. All right, so Gran Turismo 2's there. Let's see what else I got. So I got Rogue Galaxy, funky RPG from Square Enix. Let's see here. What's Square Enix? It's gotta be, right? Oh, was this? No, it was SCEA. Oh wow, it's a Sony Computer Entertainment. I didn't know that. I always assumed that this was like a Final Fantasy Square Enix kind of thing. So yeah, I never see that at this price here in the Bay Area. This is always around like $20 to $40, and he was selling it for $8.50, which is sick. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up. I don't care how much it's worth. Oh man, happy to take this off his hands. He had like a lot of smaller games that like people generally like overlook because they're not as popular, but collectors really like. I don't want to give this spot away because I actually really like the store, and I hope not a lot of people start going there and picking up all his inventory. But it's a really great store. He had, what else did he have in there in the display? A Sega Nomad, like it was up in display over there. I was like, holy crap! I haven't seen one of those in forever. I think he was selling it for like $200, $250, which is about the asking price or something like that nowadays. All right, so yeah, I basically got this guy half off. It's not that bad, so, but yeah, I picked that one up. Cool. I didn't even know that was Sony Computer Entertainment. Nice. Okay, so I got like 3 first-party PlayStation games right there, which I didn't even realize. So I picked up Dead Revolver, which is technically the first game in the Red Dead series, and then like Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus with Vincent. I always wanted to get into this, but I was never really a huge Final Fantasy fan. Like I always got really intimidated because there's so many of them, and the fandom's so big and really like dramatic about their franchise that I was like, yeah, it's kind of turned me off on it. I'm just gonna, if it ever gets really big and I have to really play it, then I will. But at the moment, there's so many other games that I could start playing, so I don't really care. So yeah, although I heard this was like not that good, but I wanted to collect something that's kind of obscure in the series, so I picked this one up. So it was only like $6 for this one, so I was like, yeah, why not? And I wanted to support Nick and his store, so yeah, I was down for doing that. Okay, and then the Red Dead Revolver series. This is before Red Dead Redemption, and the franchise was just bought up by Rockstar. And so they took it from Capcom, and they're like, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do with this, but we know that we're unique. We're in a unique position since like there's not a lot of Western games. Western as in like cowboy games, not like Western as in North America. So they took a shot at it. They started having this kind of game as like a kind of more. It's more like an adventure game. This was an open world at the time. So they were kind of behind with that, but yeah, they had a lot of refining to do to get it to the Red Dead formula that it's the Red Dead Redemption formula that it's at now. Like when in 2010 when Red Dead 1 came out? Was it 2010? Don't quote me on that. When the first one came out with James Marsden, like that was a revolutionary title that like blew, and I knew it was going to be good. Like that, the trailers for that, and like the what do you call it? The trailers for it and like the voice acting alone, I could tell it was going to be a high caliber game. So, but yeah, can't wait to keep playing more of this guy. So I got two more PlayStation 2 games right there, so a total of 3 so far. Let's see here. He had a bunch of awesome Xbox 360 and everything, you name it. Man, that store had a lot of stuff, which I was gunning for. So I kept buying things, and I kept like picking at all his shelves and his display cases. I was like, I want that, I want that, I want that. And so he knew like I wasn't going for like your everyman like Call of Duty shooters or Maddens or whatever like that. He could tell I was a collector because of the pieces that I kept buying or selecting from his store. So then I kept asking around for his 360 and Xbox titles, because I haven't seen a lot of those types in a long time readily available in the Bay Area. And so I had a stack of 360 and Xbox games, and I had to put one back because I was like, it's not really worth it to me at that price. The game I was talking about here is Leisure Suit Larry for $12.99, and I was like, yeah, it's $12.99, but I don't know, I don't really need it. Leisure Suit Larry, like the game was like okay, like I don't know if you remember this era of what do you call it, rude, like college, like how do you say that? Like sophomoric kind of games, where they tried to go like hard in, like they tried to sell, like the demographic for this was like horny college guys, and so they had like Triple X BMX, they had Leisure Suit Larry, Magna Cum Laude, which they tried to make fun or jokes about, and they had like the Guy game, and the Guy game was super controversial because it was like a trivia game about girls that like would in Cancun that would answer these trivia questions, and if they got it wrong they had to like, you know, take their tops off. And I believe and I know the controversy was like not a lot of them were over the age of 18. They signed an NDA or some sort of release form, but I think one of the girls was not. So then they sold the game anyway, and so now the game is hard to find because you're not allowed to have something like that out for sale. You're not supposed to profit off of children exposing themselves. So yeah, they completely grounded that whole thing. So when I mentioned that game and this whole crop of era of games, and I said, no, I can't buy this right now, I'm just gonna leave it be. When I was checking out, Nick was like super graceful, and he's like, you know what, just take this game. I was like, what? No, you gotta hold it. Like I don't. That's okay. I appreciate it, but no worries, man. Like it's just like I didn't want to take something from his stock that like I just met the guy. Like I'm not even like a return customer or anything like that. But he knew that like I was a collector based on what I was selecting in my shopping cart, So he really hooked it up, actually. And I was like, wow, I really appreciate it, dude. So that's why I really want to make this video specifically highlighting him and his store, because I really appreciate it. Like, I know for small businesses it's not easy right now, and just for him to do that for me, it is I really appreciate that thing. And so I want to pay it forward and say, guys, go to his store, check it out if you're ever in the Lake Tahoe area. Definitely give him a ring and just shop his store. He has a lot of good stuff that you won't find normally on normal store shelves. So yeah, so I got this guy for free. Thanks, Nick, again. So I got that one, and then I got right here Silent Hill Homecoming, which is Silent Hill 5, right? Silent Hill The Room was 4, and then Homecoming, and then there's Downpour, Silent Hill Downpour, and then something else, and then I lost track. Silent Hill games are not cheap, considering how bad they are. So the only really good one was 2 and 3, in my opinion. 4 was good, actually. The soundtrack of 4 is epic, but like the game kind of left a little bit more. Like, I wanted more out of it, considering how good 2 and 3 were. So I'm starting to try to collect a lot of them, because horror games always tend to do they hold their value really well. And so I always liked the Silent Hill series a lot more than Resident Evil, especially back in that era, like the PlayStation 2 era, during the Gen 6 era. So yeah, I wanted to have this. This is only like 14 bucks. So I was like, yeah, I'll get it. Normally this thing runs around like freaking like $30-$40 for a game that isn't worth it. So, but I actually haven't even played Silent Hill, this one, Homecoming. I heard like there's an actual battle system in this now. So whatever, I'll get to it. One of the rarest ones, I was like, I didn't even know this existed for the Xbox, original Xbox. And I was like, holy crap, and it was online and everything? I don't even remember this. Was Samurai Shodown 5. And I remember this is when SNK and Playmore, merged together, but I didn't realize they had a release for the Xbox. I know they had it for like the PlayStation 2 guaranteed, but like Xbox, I don't remember this. And so yeah, this is like a full-on copy. This was 20 bucks, and I was like, yeah, sold. So that I booted Leisure Suit Larry for this one. So because like I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna totally get this one. There was also another game in there, like Soccer Wars for Xbox. I never remember them releasing a Soccer Wars on the Xbox. I only knew it from like the PlayStation and Dreamcast. Because, like, why would you release it on the Xbox? Like, no one in America is going to buy that. In Japan, they would, but I don't know. So, yeah, this is, like, full manual, full thing. It's really good condition. For 20 bucks, I was totally sold on this thing. It looks awesome. And I could use because I have an adapter, I could use my Vuelix stick on it. So, sweet. One of the last ones that I purchased, which I already have, but it's only I don't have the steelbook version of this, is the Bayonetta Vanquish 20th anniversary, or 10th anniversary, sorry. And this looks sick. This one comes with the whole steelbook and everything. I missed out on pre-ordering it. I don't know why. I just completely slipped my brain. But this is for the Xbox One. And yeah, man, this is a great series. I already have it on PC and 360 and PlayStation 3. I don't know why I bought it for like the 4th time, but whatever. I like supporting Platinum Games and everything. And like the character of Bayonetta and freaking Gideon are freaking cool. Like Vanquish should definitely have a sequel. I don't know why it doesn't have one. I don't know. I chop it up to Sega. Sega does some weird stuff sometimes. Sega does a lot of stuff I love, and then Sega does a lot of stuff I'm like, what the hell are you thinking about? So yeah, got that one. One of my, oh god, I've been searching for this for a long time, is a RED Dreamcast controller. Right there. 40 bucks, kind of expensive, but these are not common. So, common-ish. The rarest controller is definitely the yellow Dreamcast controller, which is the last one I want, or that I don't have out of my controller series. I have the blue one, I have 2 blues, 2 greens, a Sega Sports Dreamcast controller, the normal gray controller, what else is there? The black, I have like a smoke black one, now I have a red one. So the only one I'm missing now is a see-through yellow controller, which the prices on those are insane. Those are like $150 for a shitty controller, a shitty ergonomic controller anyway. And yeah, I was like, damn, like if I get my tax return and I'm like, I still have stuff left over from it, maybe I'll put an order, or I'll buy one. But like for the time being, I was like, oh god, oof, it's not worth it for $150. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to pick this guy up. I haven't tested it out yet, but it feels good. So I have my Dreamcast. So that's over here now. I'll hook that up in exchange with the PlayStation 2, which are right now. So yeah, I'll do that. Okay, my last purchase from this store is a game that I've always wanted, and at the time I didn't think anyone would actually play this game or love it as much because it got well reviewed, but like no one bought it. And this is kind of like in the vein of now of like 13 Sentinels. And this came out PlayStation 2 era, and I'm really happy I found it at this price because now the prices for these are insane. This is Robot Alchemic Drive, or R.A.D. One of the later titles for the PlayStation 2 came out of nowhere and was awesome. I played it at my game store when I worked there, but never bought it because I played enough of it there. But I never finished it at the same time. And so now I was like, sweet, I'm gonna play this and have a grand old time. And this is a complete copy. This is published by, what was it, Square Enix? Enix. This is before Square and Enix merged. So, there you go. And yeah, I got it at a price of about $120 at his store, which is about maybe $10 more or $15 more over real asking price. But like again, I wanted to support his store. I was cool with that. And I haven't found like the how do you say that? The risk of buying like a title like this online is high because you don't know the quality of it because you can't touch it or whatnot. So yeah, I wanted to grab this one. And yeah, that was my pickup from Lake Tahoe. That place was awesome. I love it. Thanks again, Nick, from the Warp Zone. The Warp Zone Lake Tahoe place is fantastic. Go visit them. I will definitely be visiting them whenever I'm in that area. If I go to Reno, or if I go to Lake Tahoe, I'm gonna go through that downtown Main Street area and just browse, say hi. They also have a Facebook page if you're interested in checking them out through there, or interacting with them through there. I highly recommend it. What else was there? So yeah, that's basically my last pickups for February. I don't want to take up more of this time. I think this was like half an hour already, but what you gonna do? I talk a lot about games. I don't talk about other stuff, but like games I'll talk about. So yeah, I hope you have a good one. I'm just, shining up my Gears of War controller. So I hope you have a good one. Stay safe out there. Keep collecting. Peace out. Bye.